What's up, technology lord?
What's up, Hobson?
Who is that?
You know what Hobson's choice is?
No.
Hobson's choice is when you don't have a choice. Like someone says, like, you either do this or you get nothing. That's a Hobson choice.
Oh, I've never heard that in my life.
I feel like you're Hobson with my phone.
Yeah, I made you get a new phone the other day because your phone literally didn't work at all. I would call you, wouldn't ring. You would try and call me, wouldn't ring. I would send you texts, didn't get them. Didn't work anymore. So we'll talk. Why were we out the other? Oh, we took Bean. Here we go. It's gonna be. I gotta talk about Bean in later in the episode, so he's on my mind. But anyway, we had to take Tony to the vet, and then I just like didn't ask you, and I'm like, well, we're going to T-Mobile. So we walk into T-Mobile, and the guy goes, "What can I do for you today?" I go, "Well, this guy has an ancient fucking phone, and we need it to be better." And he's like, oh, "Okay." And then he goes, "What kind of phone do you have?" And then you said out loud, "What kind of phone you have?" And the guy fucking cough laughed. And then he goes, "Well, LG hasn't made cell phones since 2019, so." So we got you into a new rig.
My old phone worked.
Oh, okay. No, it didn't.
I mean, as it worked as well as a landline.
Oh, you couldn't. You said you had to keep. You could only have like 5 apps on it. You had to keep deleting them. The pixels on your camera looked like it was from 1992.
Yeah, like a landline. No photos, no apps.
Oh, now you have a good guy, and you've called me, and your voice sounds so good. It doesn't sound like you're in a tunnel anymore.
You know what's really crazy is this phone keeps track of like how much time you spend on your phone.
Yeah, mine does that too.
Do you want to know how much time I spent on my phone yesterday?
Shit, like 23 minutes.
17 minutes.
Oh, I was close.
You were close.
Price is right. I don't even want to look at mine. I do not want to look. If I looked at mine from yesterday, you would fucking kill me.
It literally breaks it down by like which apps and how long each app you're using and like
Yeah,
how
they
long.
all do that now.
Oh, well, I don't know these things. I just got it 5 days ago.
I know. You're gonna be like, hey, did you know phones have the internet now?
I still use my laptop more than anything.
I will do anything to not get my computer out. Like I was talking to Robin yesterday because she posted this cute graphic on her Instagram. I go, do you have to get your computer out to do that? Can I do that on my phone?
Yeah, I have already misplaced this phone once.
Well,
didn't know where it was for party yesterday, and was outside a lot today, and phone was upstairs on my bed.
I was outside today. My phone was right next to me.
Of course.
So I had to send Marco Polos to Katie.
Oh, geez.
I keep meaning to tell you this, yo. When me and Katie were in Cincinnati recently, I feel like we stepped into the past. I feel like we had a time slip. Not really, but kind of. So we go into this party store, and for those who don't know what the fuck a party store is, in Michigan, it's like a small like a convenience store, liquor store. Like some states have just liquor stores. We call everything a party store, pretty much.
Yes.
So anyway, we go into this tiny party store. Me and Katie got 2 giant Red Bulls, juice, mixers, snacks, toothpaste, and a liter of vodka, and it was fucking $19. Like, what year did we walk into?
That's funny.
I know.
What did you buy? Like Paul's vodka?
I don't know. I still have no. It's called like what is it called? It's called Orloff or something. It's fucking good. And we got all that other stuff. They told us the total. I'm like, wait, just toothpaste is like $5. Like, wait. It was crazy. Fucking love that place. So we haven't recorded in a minute, but last Wednesday we got to see an advanced screening of Renfield, the new Nick Cage Dracula movie.
With all the fun peeps.
I know the Universal, I almost said Universal Studios. Universal Pictures let us bring ourselves and 8 VIPs with us. So we, of course, dove into the Patreon and invited our podcast supporters. And the screening was so cute. We got there. They gave us Renfield sunglasses. They put little temporary tattoos of vampire bites on our wrist. And me and you got t-shirts, even though I stole your shirt to give to Katie.
You didn't steal it. I gave it to you.
I know, because you're a nice person. But yeah, I freaking loved it. It's funny. It's like a horror comedy, and it was really cute, and I loved it.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I know. I find that so exciting.
Yeah.
When you saw the trailer, you fucking hated it, and I was excited. And Nick Cage is so funny in it. I was laughing at a lot of stuff that no one was fucking laughing at because just the delivery and the silliness. I feel like those screenings we go to though are not a good indication of the general public. Everybody in that room is too goddamn serious. Like fucking laugh, would you?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually happy with I think that I liked it because Nicolas Cage wasn't in it as much as I thought he was going to be.
He really wasn't in it that much. Yeah. It was Nicholas Holt was is plays Renfield and he's in it a lot. And Aquafina is in it a lot. And then this other girl, Jenna, I don't know how to say her last name, Cannell, maybe. She plays a character named Carol, and she was in Terrifier 1. So she's a little horror lord. Her character was really funny. They have like a support group in the movie. I don't know how to explain it. How do you explain it?
Oh my goodness gracious. Renfield is Dracula's longtime companion and servant.
Yeah.
And we go up into modern times, and Renfield is at a support group for people who work for narcissists or are in narcissistic relationships.
Dang, you said that so good. I would fuck that right up. That's like what was in my head, and I couldn't say it. So yeah, Carol, this girl's character is one of the people in the group, but me and Katie met her in Cincinnati at the horror con and took a picture with her, and she was really nice. But yeah, what else about the movie? The movie has such good practical effects too. There's so much gore. It looks like it's going to be like, oh haha, horror comedy, but there was a lot of gore, a lot of fighting, a lot of action.
Yeah, no spoilers, but if you don't mind people getting their heads punched off and their arms ripped off,
That's a spoiler.
that's not a spoiler. That could happen in any horror movie.
And I have a crush on Ben Schwartz now, who plays the villain, kind of.
I knew this was going to happen.
I know, I love it. He's on shit I don't fucking watch.
Nope, he's a comedian.
Oh God, I hate comedy.
You're gonna have to start liking funny things.
I know. I was watching YouTube videos with him yesterday, and he's funny as fuck. He's in a funny interview with what's his name? With what's the guy's name who does the Daily Show now?
Trevor Noah.
No, oh, that's not what I'm talking about. Who? Who's the
Oh
guy?
my goodness gracious.
Wait, I can see him in my head. Did he used to be on the Daily Show? Who used to be on the Daily Show?
Jon Stewart.
No, wasn't there another guy? No, not the. Okay, it's in the same universe as the Daily Show, but what's that other?
Stephen Colbert.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
We got there eventually. Anyway.
First of all, Jon Stewart hasn't been the host of the Daily Show for like 20 years. Trevor Noah isn't the host anymore, but I thought she's not going to know the new guy who just is taking over.
Oh.
So I went with Trevor Noah and Jon Stewart, and it wasn't even the show you were talking about.
Oh, what you got? You always know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I was watching an interview with Ben Schwartz and Stephen Colbert yesterday, and it was really funny. They were both being so fucking unserious with each other, and I loved it. It was really cute.
Have you followed him on Twitter yet?
Yes.
I figured you would have
And
by
Instagram. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Listen, historic.
You just like the character he played in Renfield.
I do think he needs throat tats immediately, for sure. But also historically, I have a major thing for like dudes with big hair and big noses.
That is true.
My ultra crush is Adrian Brody. Like him and Adrian Brody could be brothers.
Yes. Has Adrian Brody ever played in a film where he had throat tattoos and slick back hair?
Yeah, I think he has.
I was going to say, I feel like he has.
Yeah, for sure. That would be funny. I feel like Adrian Brody could have played that role real good, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But Renfield was a delight. Everybody should go see it. It's really cute. I can't wait to watch it again.
I won't say that it's for me, but I'm not going to say it's not for me. I told you in the theater, I probably wouldn't watch it again. And I've thought about it, and I probably will watch it again with some time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a kind of bonus. Like, that's how I know if it's not for me, I'm never watching it again.
Yeah, it's for somebody plus.
It's fine for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't hate your life watching it. And I heard you laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I mostly I really do, and I told you this out in the parking lot after we left. I mostly like sitting in the movie theater with a bunch of our awkward weirdo friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always have like chat times after or before. And we saw, listen, you guys, I talk about it on here, the fucking guy, the local news guy, writer guy, who slams all the horror movies, and I see his ratings on Rotten Tomatoes and I fucking scowl and I hate him. And then when we were at this screening, I went to throw something away in the garbage and he was right in front of me. And then I went back to the group. I go, you guys, the guy I was fucking talking about that I hate, he's right there. And then we all scowled at him. Hate that guy. Anyway, still don't know his name. Don't care. But we also, since we've talked, we did a live event, the Midwest Parafest in Toledo.
Yes, we did.
It was at the Haunted Oliver House that was built in 1859. And the second we got there, we realized that the building had no power and everybody was in the dark and just hanging out.
There was a windstorm that had knocked the power out, and I actually kind of liked the vibe.
I loved it.
Except for peeing in the dark.
I know the bathrooms, listen, in old buildings, the bathrooms are real small and already not well lit. And then with no lights, it was a little bit of an issue. But there's also like a restaurant and bar in the building, and there was a coffee shop, and like those people were bummed out. But then in our part of it, where there was a ghosty event happening, we're like, this is great.
Yeah, everybody's used to walking around old houses with no light.
Yeah, it was cute. It was such a vibe. And then so numerous speakers had went before us, and everybody had to talk in the dark pretty much and not use a microphone. And then the hosts of the event, Heather and Chad, had gotten up before us and said, you know what's going to happen is when Jessica and Tenny go to come up here, the universe is going to fucking shine down and the lights are going to come on and everything's going to come alive. And what the fuck happened?
As soon as I walked up, the lights came back on.
Seriously. I walked into the room. I was up front with Toad, and I'm like, let's get this shit started. And then you walked into the room, and you were about halfway up the room, and all the lights went on, and everybody cheered.
Yep, there you go.
I got to use a microphone, and nobody else did.
When you throw shine on other people, light shines on you.
That's right. We got good karma in spades, baby.
Yep.
That was real cute. And then, oh, listen, another thing that happened, you weren't at the table at this time, but how you always say on here, you said a million times, and you say it, even you say it in your live speeches too, when you're like, if you want to keep believing that your weird photo is what you think it is, don't fucking show it to me. And I got one finally without you. And a lady showed me a video on her phone that was clearly a bug. It was a Ring video, and it was a bug, and she's like, this has only happened like 5 times since we've moved in, and I've lived there for so long. But while she's swiping through the videos, one of the videos was clearly like a bug flying in circles. Yeah. It wasn't like as floaty as the other ones. And I'm like, no. I'm like, and I straight up said out loud, I go, I'm sorry, it's a bug. And she goes, no, it's not. I'm like, okay, why did you show me?
Yeah.
So I was excited to tell you that I finally had my thing.
Yeah, I had a few years ago, a guy show me, he brought up his phone. He wanted to show me a picture of this ghost standing in the background of this picture he took. And he told me, this is the only photo I took that has this ghost in it. And he opened up his phone and showed me the picture. But when he was opening it up, I could see like there were 3 before it and 3 after it of like the same photo. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can I see all those photos? And he was like, this is the only one the ghost is in. And I'm like, yeah, I just want to see for frame of reference, like when it showed up and when it didn't. And looking through all of the photos, it quickly became apparent that it was just his reflection in the window. And he was just moving in the glass. And then it was dark enough to pick up his reflection. So I just told him it was his reflection. And then he told me, well, I'm going to show my wife.
Well, great. She's probably used to agreeing with your dumb ass.
Right.
I'm not. Last time I checked, we're not married and your photo is bullshit.
It can be whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to tell you what I think.
Nope. Don't show somebody honest. Don't show a ghost hunter that's had as much time in the game as Tenny, and don't show me who's coming off antidepressants and I'm very grumpy. I will tell you that your photo is not real. The other cool thing that happened at that event is at the end of these events, there's a VIP dinner and you sit at a table and you end up with like people you don't know most of the time. So we sat down next to these awesome people and we had crazy good discussions about like Egypt and shit. And one of the cool things that this guy said was, have you ever wondered, are the deserts as deep as the ocean? And literally my brain popped out of my head. I was like, holy shit, I have never thought about that in my life. And he's like, yeah, like what's under there? I'm like, what is under there?
More land is under there.
Yeah, but you don't know.
But that's like saying, is the ground as deep as the ocean?
Yeah. What's under there? What's under there?
Bro? More ground.
But like sand, I don't know. Sand feels different. Like you would just, I don't know. I can't explain it. There's something different between land and water, and sand is like a middle ground, and it feels like there could be stuff under there. I don't know how to explain that. I feel like me and that guy were like right here. But anyway, I know you're like this crazy bitch. But anyway, the other thing that he said is he was a corrections officer for 26 years and he worked in Sing Sing prison. And that like blew my mind. And he said one of the people that he was there when he worked like on his rounds or whatever you do there was Jimmy Burke, who was like Robert De Niro from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
That was fucking insane. It's really crazy. I mean, you talk about this all the time too, about you never know who you're talking to and you never know who has a story. And sometimes you should just shut the fuck up and listen to other people talk and blah, blah, blah. And that guy, I could have listened to that guy talk all, I wish I knew his name. Well, I can't remember. We followed each other on Instagram, but I can't remember his name right now.
That's the thing though, too. Like you have to be, I don't know why people aren't, I mean, I do know why people aren't willing to do this, but like I said something about the prison system that he knew better than I did. So like I immediately was like, oh, I'm wrong. Go tell me how to be right. And like he started explaining stuff. I don't know why people argue their wrong points.
I know. I like love learning shit. And I'm like,
yeah,
a lot of the time I am wrong. So go ahead and tell me why I'm wrong. And I love it just the same.
The whole point that I do what I do is so that I can learn.
Totes.
And give me more access to people who have more information than I do so I can learn more.
Yes, especially in other fields. Like you can be on this earth for a million years and not know the intricacies of something that somebody else has done their whole life. There's not that, we don't have that kind of time.
Right. That's why we're here, to help each other.
Yeah.
Jessica, close your eyes. Think about helping each other.
That's all I ever think about.
That's not true. Sometimes you think about cracking someone in the jaw.
Occasionally.
Get a little spicy.
We both get spicy. You wanted to crack the lady that came after me at the horror convention.
That is true.
You would never hit a woman. That's not what I meant. But verbally, you wanted to crack her.
Yeah, I would have destroyed her mentally.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes. Another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up about conventions and events is like, I feel like we get a lot of DMs before events, like, oh, I'm so excited to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And then the person we get to the event and the person just never comes up to us. So like, if you're have a super bad anxiety or just are too nervous to meet us, or you have agoraphobia or you're neurodivergent, whatever, like literally send me a DM and we will make a fucking way to say hi to you. Like we'll come outside, we'll do whatever. Like me and you are the most like friendly, accommodating people. I don't want you to like be too scared to come up to us or miss your moment or whatever. Like if it would help for us to like create more, you know what I mean? Like those group settings can be a lot, and especially like Mission Paracon and stuff. And it's like, if you want to just like say hi to us for a minute, like we'll make it happen. So just like DM me and don't be scared of us because we're nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally, I've talked about this hundreds of times. It's literally one of the reasons that I actually like smoking. Is because I'm outside. There's usually no one out there or one or two people out there. And so if someone like has anxiety about being around people, it's a perfect time to approach me and be like, hey, let's talk about this, or I wanted to meet you, or I want to tell you a story. Yeah,
so the same with me walking out all the times that I would have to walk Bean and now walking Toad. Like I always meet people outside, and I wouldn't, and most of the time, I mean, if I'm not going with you, I go out by myself. So it's like, if you want to come walk the dog with me, great.
Yeah.
I'm not good in big groups either. I usually shut down and it's hard for me too. So just let us know if there's anything we can do to help.
Also too, if I only know you by your Twitter handle, introduce yourself that way.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. I feel like I know a lot of people from like DMing, but then in person, I can't put it together.
It happens to me all the time.
I know, like help us.
Like I'm talking to someone and having a good conversation, and then they say their Twitter handle, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking you?
I know, seriously. I know. Yeah, same with Instagram. A lot of people don't put selfies on Instagram, so I'm like, I know your handle, but then when you come up to me, I'm like, oh, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell us. Do you have any more news about Shark Week / the Bermuda Triangle?
No, I haven't heard anything back yet. For those people who don't follow me on Twitter, I was contacted by Discovery Channel because they want to do a Shark Week special on the Bermuda Triangle.
Woo.
Sharks and the Bermuda Triangle.
I know you weren't you're like, I don't know what the Bermuda Triangle has to do with sharks. And I'm like, there's like different programming. I'm sure they're just like sharks, water, islands, fucking water.
I mean, it's a huge patch of ocean that's filled with sharks. So, I mean, there are sharks in the Bermuda Triangle. I just don't know if they're alien sharks. I don't know what direction they want to go with this. Listen, the crazier direction they want to go, the more I'm into it.
No, yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm like, I'm sure as far as you wanted to push it, they would be like, literally, yes.
Yeah, if there's like a shark city down there, or like some sharks using time travel to eat ships, like, let's get into it.
Shark City.
Yeah, like a Shark Atlantis.
That reminded me of like Party City or like Big Lots, but it would be Shark City.
just a store full of shark stuff.
Yes, just like a little happy store of shark stuff. I'm sure there is. Listen, I gotta Google that. I bet there's a store in like Daytona and it's just called Shark City.
Oh, I'm for sure there's a shark store somewhere.
I want to go there.
So yeah, I haven't heard anything from them. More than anything, I want to approach them about just narrating it.
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't have to get blamed for bad research and crazy research, and be the guy who was on television talking about how sharks developed ancient laser technology.
Well, that would be amazing. That should be our new angle, just like getting in with the most asinine information ever.
I mean, I can do that tomorrow. I can write some shit that would just freak people out.
I was telling you the other day, I'm watching this new show. It's kind of a new show. It's on Paramount Plus. It's called School Spirits, and I love it. And you guys can watch it. It's about this watch me
Here we go.
shit show synopsis time with Jessica. This girl, she recently died and she is stuck in her high school, and there's different ghosties in the high school. They're from different eras, right? So there's like a 70s ghost, there's a 50s ghost, there's like a 90s ghost, and they all have a support group for each other about the afterlife. And so anyway, but the main girl, she is recently dead and she doesn't know how the fuck she died, and they didn't find her body yet. So all the ghosties are kind of trying to figure out how she died, but it's really cute and charming, and it's not over. The first season's not over yet. I think it's on like episode 8, but yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. But they did this cute thing. They have this cute thing in the show where, no, I feel like if I bring this up, I'm gonna give a tiny spoiler. I want to discuss like I don't know how to do it. Shit.
If you were writing a show,
Mm-hmm.
what would be a good idea in your show that you're writing?
What do you mean? Oh, right. Okay, like if I had this fake show about ghosts and people who are still alive, what if like let's say it's in a jail or an asylum or wherever, the living can only talk to the dead in rooms where somebody died. So like not in a hallway, not in one room, not in the kitchen, not in wherever, but like only where someone has actually died in that room. That's like almost like a phone booth, right?
Right.
And the way they would explain this, I would explain this in my fake show, is that the building has scars and you can interact, like the veil is thinner where the scars are. And I like think that's so neat. Isn't that neat?
Gotcha.
I like that theory.
Is that the way it is in the show?
No. No. No, really? What if that is the thing? Like when we're on paranormal investigations, what if that's the thing? Like when you're in a room and you're not getting anything, you're like, well, that's not exactly where somebody died, so I gotta move.
I don't know. It's an option. Everything's an option.
No, I like options. I like little weird things to think about.
Meanwhile, I'm watching the 3rd season of Star Trek Picard, and if you're a Star Trek person, you should watch it because it's good. The first 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard broke me and made me hate Star Trek, and this 3rd one is making me like it again.
Is that the one that Chad's on?
Yes.
Is he still on it?
No, he was killed in the 3rd episode.
That's a spoiler!
Oh, sorry, spoiler.
Your turn! Spoiler alert, Adam Berry.
Adam Berry.
God, he yelled at me on Twitter the other day because he's finally watching Yellow Jackets a million years later, and he's like, "You better not spoil it for me." I'm like, "You should have watched it a year ago."
He's been writing his book for 3 years, so.
I know. Sorry, you're busy. Sorry, you're the only busy person all year that missed the Yellow Jackets. Even though I marcoed him the other day, and they were watching music videos, and it was like CNC fucking Music Factory. I'm like, "What are you watching?" That was a deep cut.
Was CNC Music Factory a deep cut now?
Yes.
God, I'm old.
Oh, but guess what? I don't know if it's related to the antidepressants, but I feel like it is because I'm having really wicked, wild, fucking weird dreams the last week or two. So I wrote down 2 of them because you told me that I don't remember my dreams, because I don't. I literally don't remember any. But the thing is, now that I'm off my antidepressants, I'm remembering some when I wake up.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's 2 little ones. The second one is better, but the first one.
Make them quick because dreams really take me out.
I know. Well, the first one, it was just, I was trying to rent a new tattoo studio, and they like took me to see it, and it was this old building and it was haunted. And I'm like, yeah, no wonder nobody rented this fucking thing yet. It's terrifying. But in the dream, like the areas of the room that were haunted were almost like jelly. Like you had to like get through them, like force yourself through them. And it was so fucking scary. So that was the first one. Anyway, that's not really anything, but this second one is a fucking doozy. This one happened a couple days ago, and it ties into shit I've talked about on the podcast before. Anyway, so I had this dream that I was dating this fucking guy, and he was older, and
was it Ben Schwartz?
no, I wish, but No, he had like a French accent. It was like known to me that he had done like TV and movies before, but I didn't know any of them. So we had been hanging out for a while and it was like, you know, when you just kind of meet somebody new and you're like, the connection is so good that you don't even care about their details. You're like, I don't care about how many boyfriends or girlfriends you've had. I don't care about where you've worked. It's just like, we're just like vibing on that like new feeling, right? So it's kind of like that. So anyways, at some
Wait,
point,
people get that feeling?
yeah, I
Okay.
haven't a long ass time, but I vaguely remember it anyway. so so in the dream, there comes a point where I'm like, well, I should maybe know a little bit about this guy. So I Google him and listen, he has had a fucking full face transplant and a hair transplant. And it was the only fucking face transplant in history that was done for vanity and not for like an injury, like a fucking acid thing or like a injury, like a burn thing. Like he had just like, as an actor, was too old. So he's like, I'm going to put on a different fucking face. Right. So in the dream, I'm like, I didn't know his old face anyway. We weren't together then. I like his new face. He looks great. Fuck it. So anyway, so that's like basically where the fucking dream, there's really not that much more. So anyway, so then last night I'm falling asleep. You know how you get your like your little best ideas before you fall asleep, right?
Yes.
So listen, last night, okay, so in the dream, the guy's name was Ben's, like Bens. You know how some guys are named Wills? It's like an
Right.
English thing. So anyway, his name was Ben.
Like Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, but no. Listen, listen. So in my head, I remembered the thing flashed where we were talking about being my fucking dream man in my dreams, my soulmate, and he comes to me in my dreams as not a dog but a guy. So listen, this guy's name is Ben's, which is like 4-letter word short, almost Bean. And then in the dream, he had a fucking French accent. Bean was a French fucking bulldog. And then it gets to the face transplant part with the hair. And I'm like, that's like Toad. They're almost the same dog, but they're a little bit different. But I love them the same anyway. And his hair is different. He's a different color. And I think it was another Bean thing.
Maybe.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I feel like he was like, look, I look different now, but I'm still around.
Yeah. Yes. We've had this discussion. It's cute. And yes.
I just thought it was so interesting that he was like legitimately like, look, I have a different face and a different hair, but but that hasn't happened in a while and I forgot about all that and I thought it was neat.
Seen? Now you're writing your dreams down.
I know, and now I'm just gonna be alone in my regular life with my dream ghost soulmate dog forever.
It's not so bad.
So it's really not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Fine. I wanted to give a shout out to somebody on Twitter. One of our Twitter friends, Ashley in Canada, is going through some health stuff. And I just wanted to say, I hope you are okay and doing good. And we're sending you good energy.
Yes, indeed. Swirl the magic.
I know. We have to send all the good jujus. But yeah, we glossed over it. We're watching season 2 of Yellow Jackets, and Yellow Jackets is so good, you guys.
People should give it a watch.
Give it a watch. Tenny even likes it. Adam Berry likes it.
It is for me.
It is.
Everybody on that show is such a good actor, actress. Like, everybody's just killing it.
Oh my God, I have to say another thing too. This isn't a spoiler, but if you watch Yellow Jackets, check this shit out. Okay, young in the woods, the younger versions of the people, Travis, you know, and then there's the coach, right?
Yes.
I would say young Travis is supposed to be about 17. I would think that the coach is supposed to be about 35.
I would have put him at a little younger.
Okay, but listen, in real life, the coach is 33. Young Travis is fucking 31 years old.
Oh, wow.
So they're supposed to be adult and kid, and they're 2 years apart.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I can't stop looking at it. I didn't get to talk about Swarm yet either. There's a new weird show on Prime.
You talked about it once. You said it was good. You said you were watching it.
I know. I finished it, and it was so good.
I haven't watched it yet.
You would. I think you would like it. I think it's like American Psycho meets like it's loose. It's supposed to be like a satire / murdery satire about Beyonce and her fandom and the Bayhive, and it's weird. It's crazy. It's weird as fuck. It's created and written by Donald Glover.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of American Psycho.
Well, it's not exactly like that. I'm just saying it's just like weird and like I can't explain it. But yeah, watch Swarm. It's good. What else? Anything?
Did you clean up your backyard yet?
I did. I raked the whole backyard. I put grass seed down. I picked up all the dog poop.
Wow.
I know. I did real good.
Making it happen.
I know. The weather changed and I got energized.
Yeah, I just got some exciting lawn and leaf bags to clean up my yard.
Good job. That's the first step.
I know. And things in my garage are organized for a sale.
What?
Ready to do it.
Well, I gotta get my shit together.
Get your shit together. Weather's coming. Garage sale.
Are you gonna price everything?
Fuck no.
I know I don't want to do that.
Let's sit in a chair and go $3. Take it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I want to do too.
And then when it's done, we'll carry it all to the curb.
Yeah, I don't want to price anything.
You don't have to.
Do you know I was reading? This is really random, but I was reading recently that it was a stupid article called Things You Don't Know About The Bachelor and the Bachelorette franchise. And I was like, yep, let me click on this. And then one of the things that they said in there was, you're not allowed to fucking eat on camera. You're literally not allowed to eat. And most of the show is based around fucking dates. So they're like, if you'll notice, they set down full ass plates of food in front of these people on the dates and they don't eat it. They don't take a bite. They don't pick at it. They don't do anything. And in my head, I'm like, this is where I would kicked off the fucking show. This is where I would lose the show. Because if you are putting a plate of food in front of me, I'm eating it.
You know why they do that?
Why?
Because of the way it's edited. Like if someone has a banana on their plate and picks it up and eats it, and then they say something, but it should have come, like they can edit it before they ate the banana, but now the banana's back on the plate and then.
Oh, yeah. Continuity.
Yeah. Because all that shit is edited out of order.
True. I didn't think about that. That's like mean though. Oh, these people are filming 12 hours a day. You're going to put a full ass nice dinner in front of me. I can't fucking eat it.
How'd they eat off camera?
They better.
They probably have sun chips and like.
I don't want fucking sun chips.
Sun chips and raisins, like when you're filming a paranormal reality show.
That I would be like, you need to box up that fancy dinner that was just set in front of me, or I'm leaving.
Most paranormal shows that I've worked on, the craft service table is mini bottles of water, sun chips, Cliff bars, fruit leather, and like a package of like Planters peanuts.
Listen, when I was with you for Kindred Spirits in Wisconsin, they had unlimited Red Bulls and Hershey's Kisses, and I was very excited.
Well, yeah, Kindred Spirits is different. Amy and Adam are in charge, and they're not going to eat sun chips.
And we had tacos.
Yep.
Oh, it was a good time.
Anything else?
I don't know. I forget what I saw it on Twitter or something recently. There was 2 different words that came across my feed that I thought were so cute that I never heard before. One is a German word and it's called Eigengrau. Do you know what that means?
Nope. Can I try and figure it out?
Yes, Eigengrau. I'll spell it EIGENGRAU. You're gonna make up a fake meaning, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I would think it would mean. Can you use it in a sentence? You have a context clue?
No, because then you'll know.
Okay, I would make it like almost an apathetic feeling.
No, I do like that. That does sound like what it would be, but no. It is Eigengrau is the dark gray color that you see like when you basically close your eyes, like the black that's like inside of your eyeballs.
Yeah. The reason I said apathetic is because I knew that last part was gray. I knew grau was gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was going to say a gray feeling, but I went with apathetic to make it a little more wordy.
Yeah, it says German for intrinsic gray, the dark gray color seen by the eyes in perfect darkness as a result of the signals from the optic nerves, the brain color you see in total darkness.
I don't see gray or black in total darkness. It is 100% filled with a bazillion colors and flashes and swirls.
I don't think that's normal.
Every time I close my eyes, if I close my eyes right now, blues, greens, purples, giant chunks of light.
Because you're in a lit up room, you got to do it in the dark. Then nothing gets in and it's just a weird grayness.
No, not for me.
Well, you're a superhero. Okay, so that's the first word. And then the
Or
second.
I have brain damage.
Yeah, you also have brain damage too. The other cute word that I read about is a Japanese word. And the word, I think this is how you pronounce it, is sundoku. TSUNDOKU. Sundoku. What do you think that means?
I don't know.
It means the practice of surrounding yourself with more books than you could ever read.
Isn't
that cute?
That's very cute. I have that.
I have that too.
Yes.
I mean, I could probably read all the books I have if I got my ass off the internet, but here we are.
I've read all the books that I have, but I just have more books all the time.
Yeah. Hey, you have more coming in than I do.
Yeah.
I also have a lot.
It's almost time for me to get rid of some books.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, honestly, what am I supposed to do? Like, there are political books that I bought. It's mostly political books. Like, I have 8 years of books about George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Like, do I really need them? I was reading them at the time to keep current with what people were saying and doing about someone like him.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're 20 years out. Like, do I still need 22 books about George W. Bush's presidency?
Nope.
Nope.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, I know you complain sometimes that you need like dental work or like whatever. Me and we always talk about how we want to fix up our house, etc. Like, I feel like you could just sell like 5 books and get fucking shit done.
I mean, there are some books that are worth that in here.
I know there are.
Some comic books too, maybe.
Yeah, can't take it with you.
Yeah, but it's nice to have when you're here.
You're a hoarder.
I am not a hoarder.
You are a media hoarder for sure. Like books, like you have more books than anybody I know in my life and probably will ever know.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's not hoarding.
Sundoku.
Watch the Hoarders episode about the book hoarders, and then you'll see I'm not a book hoarder.
Okay, well, because you treat them nice. You don't just put them on the floor and get food and...
There's a book hoarders episode of Hoarders, and this husband and wife literally have like 500,000 to 600,000 books in their house.
Oh, yeah. I bought some used books off somebody on Facebook Marketplace, and they said that they have a house next door to them with all the books in it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I guess they're not that bad yet.
I'm not that bad.
Yet.
Also, I am willing to, in my journey of self-discovery,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always willing to let things go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you
Like,
have to have a great day. It's weird. You wake up some days and you're like, I think I can do that now. It's weird where it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't loan things to people. I give them to people.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't have no expectation of getting stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, you really are setting yourself up for failure. If you're going to loan something to someone, just give it to them.
Yeah.
I've had too many like friendships and relationships early on like crumble because I loaned someone a record and then they fucking broke it. And now you got to buy me a new one. Now I'm waiting. Why did you break my record? Blah, 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 blah. Where if I would have just gave it to them, I wouldn't have had a problem.
Yeah.
If you don't want people to have it, don't give it to them.
I don't know if I've said this on here before or told you at all, but there is a book that you let me borrow at some point or have, but I was under the understanding that I was borrowing it. And when I first got towed, he ate the whole book and I threw it in the garbage. So
yeah.
We don't plan on getting out with that.
It doesn't matter to me.
It was something about, it was one of those like compilation books of just like weird shit. Like it wasn't anything great.
Yeah, it was still a gift, but whatever.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I didn't put it in his
I don't care. I don't care.
It to him. He
don't
just
care.
Found it on his own. Like
I don't care. It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. Toad is way better now than he was.
If you don't mind losing something or someone else having it or someone else breaking it, take it. So if anybody wants to do this with Jessica, go ahead. Have her.
Don't give me away. Don't do it.
If anyone wants to email me, if you want Jessica as a friend, I'm willing to give her away.
This is not true. This is really not true. Oh, you're bold enough to say that you're going to answer your emails now because you've been better. Don't tell people they can email you because here they come.
I'm still not answering emails.
Good job.
20 minutes on this phone.
Oh my God. I wish I knew how to check mine right now because you would be fucking horrified. Wait, how do I do this?
I don't know. I only had this phone for 5 days.
Hang on. Screen time. Well, today it says I've already been on my phone for 6 hours.
Holy shit.
Wait, it says that's down 26% from last week.
Oh, get to work.
Oh, this is a problem.
Get to work.
I don't want to be on my phone anymore. I'm trying to be better.
So far today on my phone, I have used 0 of my data.
Great job. Your phone company just sends you a check for not being on your phone.
They should.
All right. Do you have anything else? Or are we done?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Good job.
Good job, buddy.
Blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah.
blah, blah.
Blurb, blah, blurb.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'll talk to you probably later tonight. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for being my friend.
Thanks for being my friend.
Okay.
Oh, I have to talk to you off the air about something.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to give your address out on the podcast.
Sure don't.
No, my dad wants to send you presents.
Oh my God, stop it. What is it?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
He's going to send me a box of pine cones from up north.
You'd love it, I'm sure.
I actually would love it.
All right.
Okay, talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.